Yeah, this is going to be a updated guide to strafe cycling or zero cycling in versions 111 to 113. This doesn't work in previous versions because um, in 1.9 and 1.10 beds don't deal like much damage to the dragon at all, so it's really unreliable. Um, I use 1.12 because it's the most stable out of the three versions, and it also has hotbar savings. So I'm gonna hop on to a super flat world with this set seed. I'll have it in the description. Um, and start. This will be a brand new instance. Configure your settings and make a chest of your hotbar or inventory. Um, so I guess, for example, if this is my loadout for whatever reason, um, you can hold control and click with your mouse button, so middle click or mouse 3, and then it'll save the MNT data of that chest. So now it's just going to be stored. And then go into your options and set a save toolbar activator. And so it's comma for me. So if I do comma 1, then it saved that slot with this chest. So I already have my chest set up. So this is my shape cycle chest. If you want to take inspiration from this, you can. This is pretty much the basics. This is pretty much everything that you need for shape cycle, and is what I use for my end fight practice. So to explain some items here, I have tools. I have a golden pickaxe, mainly just for speed, but also because it's not too unlikely that you won't have a gold pick in your RSG run. So I have beds. I have 6. I'm very comfortable with 6. I can sometimes do 5. That is the minimum beds for zero cycling at the moment. At the most you'll need is like 8. If you're not great at timing the beds. And I have oak leaves, netherrack. These are blocks that you can burn. Effectively, by burn I just mean like using really quickly. That you can just waste pretty much. Nether bricks and cobblestone are more valuable blocks. I'll get into that later. And I have food, shield, etc. And you want to hold up to this chest and you want to break it. And you'll notice that the first row of the chest is now in my hotbar very neatly as I organized it. And every other row has filled up the rest of my inventory, top to bottom, left to right. So now, remember to set the game mode to difficulty to easy, so that the dragon will deal less damage to your shield's durability. And now, follow this command, and you are now going to enter the end. If I should have mentioned this before, but obsidian obsidian is an alternative to endstone. I'll show endstone later, but I'll show you like very briefly what it'll look like without obsidian. So you want to start, if you don't have pearls, that's fine, you can just run this way. You want to line up your chords to 0, 20. So 0 on the X is going to be lined up to the fountain, and 0 is just going to be, and 20 is just going to be 20. You can place any block below you. You like jump and place a block below you. You can place any block below you here. It will not matter. Well, it might matter. You should ideally put endstone or obsidian here. I'll get to that in just like a minute. So then from here, you want to scaffold up twice with a burner block, and then you want to put obsidian or endstone on these sides, and break a block here, place a burner block here. And if you have a bow and arrow, then you want to shoot a crystal, break the block below you, and then put endstone above you. And you might notice I can't get out of here. That's how you don't want to cover the whole setup with obsidian. If you don't have a bow and arrow, you can just break the 2 blocks and put endstone above you. But I do have a bow, so I am actually going to do that. I don't have endstone, but I'll just break the obsidian later. It doesn't matter. You'll notice if the dragon is actually strafing you, that it will circle around above you. Go to Quake Pro for more visibility, and you can F5 under the through this like 1x1 gap around your feet. And this will help you see like where the dragon is, so that you can track it. And if it gets close enough to hit you, you will deflect it so that it won't deal like a third of your damage, of your health. I mean, in some situations like that, it won't damage you, which is ideal. But now it's going to this corner of the end island, to this tower. We have about like 8 seconds and 7 seconds from here to set up our setups. So let's get to that. What this is going to look like is a bed, and with endstone or obsidian above this bed. This is where obsidian will be a massive convenience for strafe cycling, because of endstone, you have to get 1 extra endstone with every explosive that you have. This is because if you explode this bed, and if there's endstone above it instead of the obsidian, the endstone would break. So having, if you have like, I don't know, like 4 obsidian from a blacksmith, it'd be really comfortable to use one of that obsidian 4 on top of this bed. In your like play time with practicing and tinkering, you'll figure out on your own, hopefully, like what is more comfortable, what makes more sense to use obsidian for. And how much time do I have? I have a lot of time. You could also set up a similar thing behind you, but I'll do that later. You want to hold your shield. I mean, I'm playing on left-handed mode, so for me it's preferred to have my shield on my hotbar, so it covers less of the screen. You want to hold down the shield, not highlighting the bed, and then once the shield is fully held down, you want to get kind of close to the bed, so that whenever the dragon deflects your shield, you will flick up to the bed and click it. Like so. And this is pretty decent damage, but if there's no obsidian here, you would drop 2 blocks. So you would have to build up twice before repeating everything. And so you want to look up again, and I can see now the dragon is going to the same place before. It will do this a lot. It's a 7 in 8 chance that the dragon will go to this spot, and a 1 in 8 chance that dragon will go behind you, which we can set up right now. That will be fine. Wonder if I will have enough time for this. I won't, but that's fine. You have a lot of leniency with strafe cycle, so you just want to set up the same setup behind you as well, whenever it's convenient. But now for the main area, the main side that you're using, once the bed explodes, you want to put 2 nether brick or cobblestone underneath the obsidian, and then put the bed there. Remember that you can pick block the bed, so you don't have to go in your inventory every time, and you should also have enough time in between beds to eat. Even with building up twice, you will still have enough time to eat, hopefully. So now we just do the same shield method, and now we just repeat pretty much, and you'll see how I'm doing it, so that you can learn for your own. and it's pretty much just repeat. This is how you do it. If you get on fire, that's what the water bucket is for. And you can see that my shield is not being used that much. That was a really good bed. This shield can last for like 8 beds, 7 beds. So it can be really lenient. And Dragon died with just 6 beds. Even with a missed bed opportunity, I was still able to 6-bed it. So you have a lot of room for error with strafe cycling. And I still had enough durability to use like 2 more beds. So compared to shield cycle, the shield will last longer. So I didn't have an opportunity to showcase the 1 in 8 portion of it. So it will usually come around here, like this kind of. So this will be a lot faster than it going all the way over here, like a second faster. So you have to be really fast for this. And how it works is that there's not going to be a block here. You're going to be wanting to deflect. You want to be holding down the shield with no bed here, by the way, no bed. Once the dragon deflects the shield, you want to very quickly place a bed and break it or explode it. And it will not interfere with this side at all. So that's for the 1 in 8 situation. And again, as a reminder, do not don't cover yourself in obsidian. So like if you want to have like an end stone up here to break and then go up, or as one of the sides that you can just break and go out of, you can do that. And I'm gonna get into the alternative setups now. This is pretty much how it'll look like, but there's an alternative faster setup that is a lot more risky as well, but it has its benefits. And it's to remove these 2 blocks on the side. Now you might be asking, wouldn't the dragon see you? And that is if you're purposely making yourself visible to the dragon. So if it was coming from here and I was standing like here, waiting for the bed, it would see me. So you want to move around so that it won't see you whenever it flies in. For 1 in 8, you don't want to be standing here. You want to be standing pretty much on the far end of this side so that it just won't see you. And the benefit to this is that you can see you're able to see a lot more. And it's also technically faster. If you have 3 obsidian, or 4, I guess you could use 1 here and then use 3 here. You won't have to worry about endstone at all for the setup. So it's pretty useful. I could just do this, and as you can see, it will just work really well. So I'll showcase what that looks like, and I'll try to get a 1 in 8 as well. It's 3 ticks from normal to easy, and showcasing it fully in survival mode. 0-20. So whenever I shoot the crystal, I don't have the protection blocks around me, so I will just build up 3 on each side to temporarily protect me. And it was actually already strafing, I believe, so that was kind of nerve-wracking. Anyways, it's coming from over there, so set it up again. And you'll see that I'm purposely staying on the right side of the block. This is so that, again, it doesn't see me. That's 4. And this is 5. It might kill, so it'll be cool if I got a 5 bed. Not quite though, unlucky. There you go, another 6 bed. Sometimes what can happen is that the dragon will load the like depth animation from like here. That's I'm pretty sure it's related to desync or lag caused by another entry or by end entries. So like 8RD, like dragon desync, for example. I believe that is a cause of it, but it's not something that you should go out of your way to do. I guess to show what it would be like if it wasn't obsidian below your feet, it would just chop you down. You could just build up twice and put the bed down quickly, and you would still have enough time to eat or put water out or even both. So not that hard. And for this side, I won't really be able to show it because of how long this is going already, but having a setup like this, you could just, if it goes here and you don't have anything set up, you can just use the gold pick, have a burner block, put another brick on top of it or cobblestone, and stand on this far edge of the block, hold your shield, wait for the dragon to deflect, and then put the bed down and then explode it. The reason why we don't put the bed first is because the dragon will break the bed first, so you can't really do that. You don't really want that to happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Strafe cycle. If I'm missing anything, it'll be in the description, or in the pinned comment or whatever. Yep. I'll showcase a strafe cycle on a not set seed end. So let's see if I get like hilly terrain here. Nope, I also get really flat land. There's a cool island though. There will be some end islands that might be problematic. So this one is a really good example, because this is high up. However, rest assured that you could still do this. And for example, if there are blocks here, we can just break these blocks up to here. And actually, I believe you want to break it the block further from the bed too as well. So just try to do that before you encase yourself, or you can also do the 3 block setup and just put it down. So do that, and you can just do it as normal. Up is strafed. I mean, perched. So this should work at this height. Even though it looks weird, this is actually only 2 blocks taller than the setup I was doing in the set seeds. So yeah. I should have done that last section, to be honest, because I checked out the length a lot. But if you have any questions, just DM me on Discord or ask Kind Plays, because we both developed the strategy together. Or just ask in the comments too. That also will work. And yeah, if I'm missing anything, I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the pinned comment. And please use this, and please play this category. Lol.